What's going on, Jerome's? Rookie Mini-Camp is upon us, and the Minnesota Fighting Vikings are, guess who's back? Back again. Vikings back. Tell a friend. So the crown jewels of this year's draft class are Dwight McCloughan as well as Gabriel Murphy. All right, fine. But quarterback J.J. McCarthy, the broccoli hair is bussin', indeed. We Gucci, as well as Dallas Turner. Now, the league effed up letting Brian Flores get Dallas friggin' Turner. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be a marriage made in heaven, but it's going to be hell for the rest of the National Football League. Woo, woo. It's going to be great, man. Plus, of course, feeding the local media jackals is going to be a big part of it. Also, the broccoli was extra broccoli today. It happens, man. But, McCarthy and Turner, they said all the rookie cliches, we're working hard, trying to get better every day. McCarthy is going to the Wolves game on Sunday, though. He said that he's a huge NBA fan. So he grew up in the Chicagoland area. So he probably grew up a Bulls fan, during their heyday of Zach LaVine. Now, Zach LaVine went from the Wolves to the Bulls in 2017. And so J.J. McCarthy, beep, bop, 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 boop, was 14 years old. That makes me feel really old. Also, I don't think I'm wrong. I think that he probably had a Zach LaVine jersey, like Zach LaVine posters on his wall, man. Like, Zach LaVine is the greatest Chicago Bulls guard ever. Send. I don't know. Also, Dallas Turner had a great analogy where he said the rookie minicamp was like when a parent has a kid on a leash, where like the kid just wants to run and go, and then the parent is like, nah. But taking one day, one step at a time, Dallas Turner is gonna be so good, man. Like I'm obviously fired up about McCarthy, but Dallas Turner is gonna be an absolute beast in this league. It's fantastic. Also, beast. So the Vikings. Day 5,972, me saying, hey, the Vikings need to run specials in their team store on gear that Kevin O'Connell wears at team pressers. Because I would give my kidney right now for that hat and that short sleeve hoodie, thin hoodie. Just right now. I mean, they would be the first $1 trillion franchise. It would be like the Yankees, the Lakers, Manchester United, Minnesota Vikings. The way it should be. That's right, man. But Kevin Connell had some stuff and things. So he shouted out the Wolves as well as the Twins. But he mentioned that the Twins had won 15 out of 17 games, but he hasn't been able to watch any. Now, I don't know if that means that his schedule is compressed or he's an Xfinity customer. I don't know. But either way, Bally's figure your ish out. Like, it's the middle of baseball season. Like, how... doesn't matter. But also talked about how... how easy it is to work with J.J. McCarthy because they had such an extensive pre-draft process. It was more than just, hey, how's it going at the pro day? It's more than, hey, let's just have a dinner. They had multiple days in Ann Arbor and working with him one-on-one, so they're able to hit the ground running, and I think that does matter. Plus, Kevin O'Connell talked about how McCarthy on the first day of rookie minicamp was already out there in the morning just running plays by himself. It was just like, obviously on brand. Also, McCarthy was out there learning the names of the media jackals. And just like, if this is all an act, it's a pretty good act. But I think this is who he is, and I think that McCarthy just gets it. He does. Apparently threw a pick in 7-on-7, and then they talked about the process of what that is, of going over the tape. What did you see? Blah, 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 blah. All right, so that's the whole thing about like minicamp and OTAs and training camp too. Like, you're supposed to make mistakes. You're supposed to press the envelope, and especially in training camp, like people freak out in 11-on-11. So like, oh, the quarterback threw a couple of picks, or is the quarterback testing the boundaries of what he's going to be able to do with his receiving core? Like, is he pressing the envelope the way that he should, so that he knows his limitations? Like, he knows where the governor on this engine is going to be, or just like, well, we just need to check it down in training camp because that's where we're getting. No, shut up. Also talked about Dallas Turner learning his spot in base, which is going to be on the edge. But then talked about expanding his role and adding versatility, and spots where Diamond Dallas Turner and AVG and Jonathan Grenard are going to be on the field together. I think that's what's going to happen. Like, given AVG's versatility as a off ball as well as an edge, Kevin O'Connell and Brian Flores have alluded to that too with Turner, which. It's going to be kind of good, man. Like, I can't wait to see what this pass rush is going to be. It's going to be prodigious. Like, I'll love me Danielle Hunter forever, but I'll take this. I'll take this, man. Also, you talked about how he showed the group. So it's comprised of draft picks. They got 5 younger veterans. It's supposed to be 6, but Tyrese Robinson had a personal issue to tend to. But a lot of UDFA tryouts as well, which we'll get to in a second. But also, the Vikings do have a suite of UDFAs this year, and they got some very interesting names. That's the wrong graphic. They do have some very interesting names, like Gabe Murphy, like we said, Dwight McLaughlin, Bo Richter, Dallas Gant, and they all can make impacts. So he showed a picture of Ivan Pace Jr. at rookie camp this time last year. Ivan Pace Jr. Oh, yeah, the undersized but productive linebacker from Cincinnati, that guy. And then he showed the game-sealing interception against the Raiders, and just like, this could be you. Like, we are literally the franchise of UDFAs, going from John Randall to Ivan Pace Jr. You can prove that you belong, and just because you weren't drafted doesn't mean a thing, man. Like, best player will play here. Also hyped up Thayer Thomas and Malik Knowles, 2 UDFAs from last year who were getting some work here as well. Thayer Thomas is also a very plus punt returner. Malik Knowles is also huge in the punt return game as well. They're coming out of Kansas State. Also, Thayer Thomas, I believe, is the second leading receiver in NC State history, behind Torrey Holt. It's a pretty good company to be in, man. Also talked about going full speed 11 on 11, staying off of the ground, but they're able to get a lot of work in despite no contact, so it's good to see here. Also, big time props to Josh McCown as well as Grant Udinsky. So Udinsky was quarterback's coach, and then he basically took a demotion when Josh McCown came aboard, but Udinsky's like, he's a stud, and O'Connell called him his right-hand guy, and I think that the Vikings, especially around McCarthy, especially offensively, especially with the quarterbacks, I think that they frankly have the best coaching staff in the league. And it's beyond Justin Jefferson, beyond Addison, beyond Hawkinson, beyond Darisaw, like J.J. McCarthy landed himself in a fantastic situation. Also fantastic situation. So this is from Ben Gessling. This is the list of 16 UDFA tryouts. Now, I haven't seen like the confirmed list. But they'll get to that. But a couple names stick out, like Trevon Jones, former Gopher, as well as Chance Main, Texas State, formerly of Colorado, formerly of Incarnate Word, formerly of Last Chance U. So literally, take a chance on me, Maine. Just take a chance, Maine. Also, Noah Washington, get up in there. Brady Weeks, former Gopher, all up in there. It's good times, man. But that's it. Vikings back again. That's right. Anyways, Skull production value.